Journey to the southernmost tip of a British overseas territory. Introduction. Where two worlds meet. Join me on an unforgettable adventure to the southernmost tip of Gibraltar. A British overseas territory steeped in history, culture, and natural beauty. Situated at the crossroads of Europe and Africa, where the Mediterranean Sea meets the Atlantic Ocean, this unique location offers a spectacular blend of rugged landscapes, military heritage, and stunning panoramic views. In this journey, we'll traverse the rocky pathways of Gibraltar's Europa Point, a place where time slows down, and the horizon seems endless. From awe-inspiring vistas of the Moroccan coast to the rich tapestry of wildlife and human history, this is more than just a geographic point. It's a destination that stirs the soul. Setting the scene. Gibraltar's unique charm. Gibraltar is not your average travel destination. With its towering limestone rock standing sentinel over the Strait of Gibraltar, it has long served as a symbol of strength and strategic significance. Historically contested and culturally diverse, Gibraltar blends British, Spanish, and North African influences, creating a fascinating and multicultural atmosphere. While many visitors head to the Upper Rock Nature Reserve to see the Barbary macaques or explore the Great Siege tunnels, fewer make the trek to Europa Point, the very edge of the territory and the continent. That's where our adventure begins. The journey begins. Trekking through rugged beauty. As I set out towards the southernmost tip, the journey takes me through winding roads and paths carved into the rocky terrain. The wind carries a hint of sea salt, and the cry of gulls echoes in the distance. There's a sense of anticipation in the air. This isn't a place you stumble upon by accident. The journey to Europa Point requires intention. The trails can be steep and uneven, sometimes testing your stamina, but that's part of what makes it special. The challenging terrain keeps mass tourism at bay, preserving the raw, untouched beauty of the area. With each step, the landscape becomes more dramatic. Craggy cliffs plunge into the sea, and wild vegetation clings to the stone. The natural contours of the land tell stories of millennia shaped by wind, waves, and tectonic forces. A window to two continents. Reaching the southernmost tip of Gibraltar is like stepping into a living painting. Before me lies the endless blue of the Mediterranean, merging into the deeper hues of the Atlantic Ocean. On a clear day, the silhouettes of the Rif Mountains in northern Morocco emerge across the strait, Africa, just 14 kilometers away. To the north, the iconic Rock of Gibraltar rises proudly, its white limestone face gleaming in the sunlight. To the east and west, vast expanses of sea stretch beyond the eye's reach. It's a moment of quiet awe, where Europe greets Africa, and the Atlantic kisses the Mediterranean. This spot, often called Europa Point, has long served as a sentinel post. Ships navigating between oceans pass through the strait daily, and from this vantage point, you can watch the maritime dance unfold. Vessels from every corner of the globe tracing lines across the water. Europa Point Lighthouse. Guardian of the Mediterranean. One of the first landmarks to greet you at Europa Point is the famous Europa Point Lighthouse. Built in 1841 and still active today, this red and white tower is a symbol of Gibraltar's maritime heritage. Its light guides sailors entering and exiting the strait, standing watch at one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. There's something timeless about lighthouses, and this one is no exception. Standing beside it, you feel the presence of countless mariners who have looked to this beacon for safety and direction. The lighthouse isn't just a structure, it's a symbol of resilience and guidance in an often unpredictable sea. The site also includes a beautifully maintained viewing area, benches for contemplation, and informative plaques detailing the area's history and geography. Layers of history. A crossroads of cultures, but Europa Point is more than just breathtaking scenery. It's a place rich with historical depth. To one side stands the Shrine of Our Lady of Europe, a restored Roman Catholic chapel with origins dating back to the 14th century. During the Islamic occupation of Gibraltar, it was converted into a mosque, later reconverted by the Spanish, and today remains a site of pilgrimage and peace. Nearby, the Ibrahim al-Ibrahim Mosque, also known as the King Fahad bin Abdulaziz Al Saud Mosque, serves the local Muslim population and symbolizes the religious diversity and harmony of Gibraltar. With its elegant architecture and serene gardens, the mosque is a stunning sight against the rocky coastline. These landmarks reflect Gibraltar's layered past, a place once ruled by the Moors, then by the Spanish, and now under British governance, all the while welcoming communities from various cultural and faith backgrounds. Nature's sanctuary, flora, fauna, and sea breezes. Gibraltar's southern coast is a haven for biodiversity. Birdwatchers are particularly drawn to Europa Point, as it lies on a major migratory route. During peak seasons, you can witness flocks of raptors and songbirds soaring across the strait en route between Europe and Africa. The coastal environment also supports a variety of plant species that thrive in the rocky crevices and salty breezes. Sea lavender, wild fennel, and other hardy Mediterranean plants add splashes of green and purple to the muted grays and whites of the limestone cliffs. Marine life abounds in the waters offshore. If you're lucky and patient, you may even spot dolphins playing in the waves or see fishing boats hauling in their catch. The moment of arrival. Standing at the edge finally, I reach the southernmost point itself, a place where the land seems to fall away into the sea. The view is indescribable. The wind rushes past, tugging at clothes and camera straps, while the waves crash against the cliffs far below. It's a humbling moment. To stand at the edge of a continent, surrounded by the immensity of the sea, is to be reminded of just how vast and interconnected our world is. The horizon feels infinite, and for a few precious minutes, time seems to stop. There's an overwhelming sense of peace here. Despite the churning sea and whipping wind, a quiet settles over you. Maybe it's the culmination of the journey, or perhaps the beauty of the place itself, but it's a feeling that stays with you. Why this place matters to Europa Point is not just another scenic stop. It represents a convergence of cultures, continents, and histories. Its preserved natural beauty, combined with its cultural landmarks and strategic importance, makes it one of the most meaningful spots in Gibraltar. It's also a reminder of the importance of conservation. As tourism increases, we must strive to protect places like this, where nature, history, and human connection coexist in delicate balance. Tips for travelers. How to get there and what to know getting there. Europa Point is easily accessible by taxi or public bus from the center of Gibraltar. Walking or biking is possible but requires stamina and good footwear due to hilly terrain. Best time to visit. Late spring and early autumn offer ideal weather and clear views. Avoid peak midday hours in summer due to heat. What to bring. Comfortable shoes, water, sunscreen, a camera, and binoculars if you're a birdwatcher. Nearby attractions. Don't miss the Hardings Battery, Nuns Well, and the southern entrance of the Upper Rock Nature Reserve. Facilities. There are restrooms, a cafe, and information boards at the Europa Point Promenade. Final reflections. Why you should